While I was testing the 14 inches Team Construction disc, I ran into a problem I forgot about. First you load the 14 inches disc, and then you hold down space and restore to boot this. Well, the problem on the old Commodore 64s is the restore button. Sometimes they don't work. Let me show you. Alright, so here's my Easy Flash cartridge, and B is a bunch of test programs I put together, and there's a keyboard test program on here somewhere. Keyboard test. Let's see if this is it. It's a pretty nice one too. This is it. I'll just demonstrate it like this. AS. And see, these are a really light touch. But then you get down here to restore. Nothing. So you gotta really like. So here's what you have to do. You have to really bang on it. I mean, you can hold it down all the way. Or hold it down all the way. It still doesn't register. It won't register. So yeah, we got it already. Do you see that? I had to hit it like this. That was the only way to get the restore to work. The rest are super light touch. So there's a pretty easy fix for this. But we got to open up the Commodore. We got to replace the capacitor. I have been inside this Commodore 64 so many times. Oh, I got the schematics out right here. Here's what we're going to do. Here's the restore key and the schematics. And C38, what we want to look at. It looks like a resistor, but it's a capacitor. I'm going to show you in a minute. It has a 51. And we are going to replace it with a 4.7. These are like super cheap. So I got all these capacitors off of Amazon for like about $10 or something like that. So good deal. Here's what we need. And we got about 10 of them in there. Alright, we're going to remove 3 screws, flip this over, and open this. We can take this off. We can take the keyboard off over here. And we're going to need to work over here. So I got 6 or 7 screws to remove here to take this board out. And I've worked on this board a good bit. So it's been out of this case at least a dozen times, I think. I've already removed the RF shielding off the back of this board. And that's going to slow you down a bit. I'll show you. Well, take off the Jiffy DOS Swiss here. I put the teal here so I know this is the top side when I put it back on. Oh, that's what we missed right here. Maybe I didn't need to take that off. Yeah, it's just as well we took that off. The board is free. Yours will probably have a shielding on the back. I've removed it. I've got rid of it. You don't need it. Alright, let's go and mark this on the other side. I need a Sharpie. This one. And that one. Alright, let's go warm up the desoldering iron. Okay, so now we're warming up the soldering iron. And let me tell you, this is just like a $10 soldering iron. You don't need a real expensive one. I have expensive soldering irons, but it's not needed. So for like 10 years I worked with a cheap Radio Shack soldering iron, which I know I paid probably about $10 for it. Back over here. Now remember, some capacitors have a positive and negative, and it matters. But this, it won't matter. Stick this in the holes, flip it over, and you can see here, let me zoom in, I bend the legs over so I can tack it with a little solder. And how do you know your soldering iron's ready? Touch it like this. Looks like this soldering iron's ready. Trying not to block your view, but there's a good chance I might. We're done. We gotta snip these ends off though. Yeah. Just gotta put everything back together. Got the Easy Flash plugged in here again. Let's go to this utilities. This has got a lot of really cool stuff on here. Keyboard test. Okay, here's the restore key. Let's listen. Did you hear that? I'm not pounding it. There you go. Let's test out the 4th and inches. Right after this screen is where you want to hold down the space and hit restore. Right on the next screen. You gotta put the team disc in there. And then, look at that. Oh my god, it works. There you go. There's the team construction set. So, you only have to do this on the older bread bin types of Commodore 64s. And that's also if your restore key doesn't work. Alright, post-blow if this helped you. If I wasn't filming this, it probably took 10-15 minutes. Otherwise, it took like a half hour to do this because I had to film everything. Guys, thanks for watching.